The joy of being at the bottom, a Sled's tale. If you have been paying attention, maybe you have heard about a new radical approach to Christianity. At its core lies sacrifice, and not just in mere money terms. Sacrifice here is a real possibility to finally make true the words of Christ. The world has not known love until I laid down my life for my friends. Don't get turned off by the word Christian. You might be thinking some Bible-thumping backwater, gun-hogging, Negro-despising American, but that is the exact opposite of what we mean here. True Christianity will only be felt and heard once you've practiced it. And what is Christian practice? In essence, dying. You may have read The Emulation of Christ, but have you ever thought about what it means to go through to the end? To die? To die like Christ and be celebrated like him? To be a martyr for the whole world to see? To be a man of renown that people will remember with awe and hold back tears when they tell of your heroic tales. If this sounds exciting, we got good news for you. There's been for some time now only hinted at, or if you perhaps demonstrated much desire for it, you would have gotten an invite. But now the time for secrecy is over, and we may reveal to you the secrets that keep the world spinning in quite a literal sense of the world. See, it is not only enough to die, like some selfish suicide. You have to die in the most impactful way. There has been centuries of science behind this, but it has been now for some time and will now forever and evermore be the sled. The sled, you ask? Yes. The philosophy of the sled. The greatest sacrifice is that which is done out of the most compassion. The most compassion is for that which has the least means of resisting its role, no means of resisting against its inherent systematic oppression. It has to be, by definition, weak and almost insignificant. Many things were tried, but what the theological sciences settled down on was the image of the sled. Now, why a sled? Think of the underside of a sled. There's iron. The iron is made of atoms. When the sled moves, the tiny atoms are rubbed off from the sled, their sacrifice being the very foundation the whole sled stands on, and without which the sled couldn't even move. When this has been extrapolated from the most obvious example, the sled, we see that it has many applications everywhere. Think of the rubber on the shoes as you walk around, or the skin cells at the sole of your feet. Are you getting the pictures? You are invited. Come now and be the sled. We have a constant sled going somewhere. Colloquially, it's known as the protest, but don't be confused. Every protest leads to the sled. You can come by, hang around, meet the fans and onlookers, and maybe you are one of us. One of the greats, the seers, the darers, the doers, and the greats.